If you have little ones at home, there's a good chance you also have some Play-Doh or modeling clay. Kids just seem to be drawn to it. And for good reason. It's a lot of fun. And it also is great at developing fine motor skills. But did you realize how easy it is to make as well? Well, come along because I'm going to show you how I make our homemade Play-Doh with just a few ingredients and less than 15 minutes. Making homemade Play-Doh is so easy. This is all you need. You have a cup of flour, a quarter cup of salt, teaspoon of oil, 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and a cup of warm water. I find the warm water helps mix it better. And then you can use food coloring if you want to have colored Play-Doh. You simply take these ingredients, put them in a saucepan, and heat it over the stove at medium heat. I just use an old saucepan and put everything together. Whoops. And then I just stir it around and put it on the stove under medium heat until it all joins together into a ball. So after about 5 minutes, it doesn't take very long, of constant stirring over the medium heat, you'll see that the dough will kind of come together, and then you can put it onto a surface to let it cool for a minute or two. I don't let mine cool completely because I feel like it will absorb the food dye a little better. And so just until it's cool to the touch, and you just want to knead it a little bit until it kind of is nice and smooth and not very sticky. Sometimes once it comes right off the stove, it might be a little sticky. Once you knead it a little bit, you can see how nice and smooth this is getting. And then you can leave it like this if you want to have Play-Doh that's just white, or you can use some food dyes to color it. I like to use these gels from Wilton. They give some really nice vibrant colors. I've also seen people use paint. I've never used paint. I try to keep mine as all food ingredients just in case it gets ingested. I haven't really had that problem with any of my kids, but I know some kids do like to put things in their mouths. So I just use food coloring. But I find that the liquid, you can use it, but it doesn't seem to give as vibrant of a color as the Wilton gels do. So you can pretty much just cut it into the amount of pieces you want and then add the gel. I'm going to keep one of them white. And then I'm going to just do a bunch of different colors for the rest of them. The activities I have planned for this all kind of use different colors, so I thought we'll just do some small amounts of a bunch of different colors. You can have, 1 or 2 colors and have a whole big pile of Play-Doh in 1 or 2 colors, or you can have smaller amounts in several different colors. And yes, usually it's all mixed together by the end of the time when it's time to make some new Play-Doh. This Play-Doh does last, usually several months. So I keep it in the zip top bags, and it usually stays pretty well for a while. So I pretty much just put the colors that I want on to the Play-Doh, and then I kind of fold it in and mix it in until it's all mixed up. And yes, I do tend to get it on my hands a lot, but it does clean right off. This does not transfer once it's all mixed together. I've never noticed it getting on my kids' hands or onto different materials, their clothes. I just make sure it's all nice and mixed in and cooled down by the time they have it. And there you have it. Homemade Play-Doh is super easy to make. Most of the ingredients you probably already have at home. Maybe not the cream of tartar, but that's easy to find at the grocery store. It lasts for months, and personally, I think it smells a lot better than the store-bought Play-Doh. I personally do not like it. That's why I've been making our own. I think for about 15 years now. I know my oldest is 18, and I've been making it since she was in preschool, so this recipe works. You can store it in a zip top bag and it lasts. Usually I end up throwing it out to make new colors before it goes bad. So it does make quite a bit. This was just one batch here. So if you have 15 minutes and about 5 to 6 ingredients, you can make homemade Play-Doh. So as you can see, making Play-Doh at home is super simple. And I personally like it better than the store-bought kind. It doesn't really have a smell. I can make it in any color I want at any time. And it only takes a few minutes with ingredients I usually have around the house anyway. And there are lots of fun activities that you can do with Play-Doh as well. So hopefully this video inspires you to make your own Play-Doh at home. Thanks for watching and happy homeschooling.